Hi. So I wanted to pick up where I left off from my other video. So this is actually part two. And I was going to pick up where I left off regarding um, me leaving the second hospital and going to rehab. So, um, so that's where I'm going to pick up. So I left the hospital, and I have to say that hospital was absolutely fabulous in comparison to the first one I was with. Um, thank God my daughter made a decision to send me to another one because the first one probably would have killed me. Intentional or unintentional, I don't know, but in retrospect, they um, they missed a lot of things. So, um, whatever. I'm here, thank God. So the second hospital treated me extremely well, very well. And I always say you know, you have to be pleasant in order to receive, sometimes, in order to receive a pleasant response. And even in my illness, I knew that because that's what I was raised to do. So, even if it appeared that a nurse was having a bad day, if you spread a little sunshine, that could go a long way, truly. So, I left that hospital facility on my way to rehab to get my walking back in order because I left the hospital in a wheelchair. I wasn't leaving that rehab in a wheelchair. I was not, because I was not going to let my grandchildren see their nanny come home in a wheelchair. So, uh, we did physical therapy 3 times a week. I'm sorry, 3 times a day, whether you wanted to or not, pretty much. And that wasn't even the case. It was just I wanted to because I had a goal in mind. And once I was assessed and all of that stuff, um, they gave me like 2 weeks. I should be good enough to go in 2 weeks. So I stuck to those days. I had my baby's pictures on the windowsill, and I stuck to those 2 weeks. I stuck to those 2 weeks looking at my babies every day. And but what happened was I started getting these spasm things, and they hurt extremely bad. And I started telling my physical therapist, and she started noticing them, and they they hurt, and they would grab my whole body, and they would spasm my whole body out, my feet, my arms, my legs, my shoulders, my whole body. And so they started timing them, and they were like, every 2 to 3 minutes. And sometimes they would last for 10 seconds. Sometimes they were 15, 20 seconds. Sometimes they just wanted to go all the way. Um, but they were extremely painful. And it was bad. So the doctor, she, the doctor who I had on call there, she prescribed a muscle. Excuse me, y'all. I'm extremely tired. My body don't know. My body, when I take the medication, my body gets tired. But there are still so many things that I want to do. And I said I wanted to get this second video out before I go to sleep. So, plus the sun is still out. Who goes to sleep when the sun is still up? Not me. Well, try not to. But okay, so I started getting these spasms. She prescribed a medication. Um, it took the edge off a little bit, but I was still having them. When I got home, I was still having them. When I went to my neurologist after I got home from my rehab, which was a transition in and of itself because I had to learn how to walk in my house with a walker, and it was in my way. But hey, I did it. So you got to make light of these things, and you still got to laugh. And if y'all know me, I'm still gonna laugh, and it's about me, so I'm not hurting anybody. So yeah, so I'm crashing in the walls with this walker, and I'm going to physical therapy, and I went from a walker to a four-prong cane, which I'm extremely excited about. And I still have my days where my balance is off, but it don't even matter. It doesn't matter, you know. And I say it doesn't matter because God knows it could be worse. I have done some research on people who were misdiagnosed, and they were diagnosed with MS, and when they really had NMO, and they are both now they're legally blind in both eyes, and they have to use some type of assistance to walk all the time, and their body has debilitated in a way. Um, but if they had been properly diagnosed with NMO, she may be able to see and, may be able to walk unassisted, with some type of walker or wheelchair or something like that. Now, one thing I do appreciate my neurologist is that when, this is funny to me, when the PA was checking my eyes, right? One of my eyes, it reminded me, I still can't remember that nursery rhyme thing where it said he had two teeth in the middle of his mouth, one pointed north and the other pointed south. Well, I equated that to my eyes because at some point one of my eyes wanted to do what it wanted to do and go wherever it wanted to go. So the PA calls the neurologist and to say, sort of like, hey, come look at this, and at that point, my neurologist requested a test. And that particular test was the one that made the difference from me being diagnosed with MS to I properly diagnosis to um, NMO, Neuro Myelitis Optica. So, and it's a simple test. It's a simple test. I thank God that God gave him the foresight to do that test. Because I can see, you know. Uh, anyway, yeah, so there was so much I have to tell y'all. I just, I just, um, I've been through a lot. Um, and I am happy for the doctors that God sent my way because it could have easily been, uh, it could have easily went south bad. It could have been. So, yeah, so apparently this disease is uncurable. They don't know much about it. I go to ask my PA in a PC kind of uh, terminology. So I go, um, are there many people of color with this disease? So he hits me back with, no, it mostly affects mostly affects Eastern European people. So inside my brain, I go, Shh, you mean white people? Just say that, you know. But I guess since I said people of color instead of black people, he had to hit me with the Eastern European people instead of white people. So, yeah. So apparently this disease is considered to be uh, ultra rare, which I've never heard that term, um, because it affects under 10,000 people. That's why it has that term. I always get the good stuff, don't I? I can't get simple stuff. I always gotta get really, really, really good stuff. So, I am going to. I've got more stuff to tell y'all. I really do, but my brain is kind of full right now. I'm tired. Um, so I'm going to just let you know that physical therapy I still go to. I'm on a new medication now that's supposed to help the spasms. I think I'm in week 2. I think they're helping. I'll let you know maybe in about a week or so if they're calming them down. I still have them. And I can honestly say, although I would love for them to completely go away, um, there are not as many as there was, let's say, 2 weeks ago. Um, they're not waking me up at night with my hands clasped and bent over and my feet bent and my toes painfully curled and my neck not being able to move and I have to make myself breathe. I have to make myself breathe so my body will remember to breathe. That's how hard and how painful they are, just for you to get an idea of what these are like. So, I do feel that this new medication that he prescribed for me um, is helping a little bit. Okay. So that's what I want to share with you in this part 2 segment of the video for hey Antoinette, where have you been? I love you guys. I appreciate your well wishes and your thoughts and your cards. Man, I love you all. You are so thoughtful. Your cards and your phone calls. Even if I don't answer the phone, that does not mean that I don't take that you're calling me to heart. I do appreciate it. Sometimes I just can't talk. I just can't talk. Um, if you understand the situation, then you'll know what I mean. I've been keeping myself busy. I've been planting plants and repotting plants and doing things like that, and developing an entirely new normal, if you know what I mean. An entirely new normal. Um, I am going to share that with you in an upcoming video at some point when I finish sharing everything else with you. But stick with me, guys. If you have any questions concerning Neuro Myelitis Optica, I don't know if I have any answers because I'm doing as much research as I can. But you know what? I I want you all to revisit some things. Um, you know those weeds that we pull out of our yard and we dig up, or we have the lawn care companies come and spray out? Y'all better do your research on those things. Because I don't know if you came from the same family background that I came from, but My great grandma, who lived on a farm, had a remedy for every single thing that grew in that yard, and we pay people money to come and kill them. And those could be the things that could be saving our life. And so I'm doing research on that, on those plants that grow in our yard. I am also doing research on cannabis, um, because some of us need it. The pain is unbearable. And if it can help, then it needs to be talked about, you know. Um, and that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Yeah. So thank you guys for listening to me. I know that these are long videos, but I'm just hoping that the stuff that I'm sharing with you is helping. And if it is, please tell me at the bottom of the video that this information is helping. I'm going to do a part 3. I'm going to continue with the parts until I, really think that I'm finished talking about Neuro Myelitis Optica. You can do your own research if you choose to, and let me know what you come up with. There are not many people that I see that I have seen, especially people of color, who have NMO. Not that I am negating any people who are not people of color. I just sometimes want to see people that look like me. But I am gathering information from everybody because this is such a brand new um, disease. It's not brand new. It's just rare. And so, okay, maybe let me help y'all figure this out so we can get better. And so our brain and our spinal cord and our optic nerve is not bothered by these things. We're not getting lesions on our brain and on our spine that is debilitating us. So, yeah, so now I'm on another research mission, guys. In the meantime, again, I've probably said this already, but in the meantime, thank you so much for giving me your time and listening. And thank you so much for caring about me and like I said, sending me well wishes, um, either through snail mail or email or through the YouTube. I read them, thank you, and I respond as quick as I can. But I do appreciate y'all. I am in the process of doing my porch, and I'm enjoying that, planting my flowers and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing now, guys. But now I gotta go to bed because I am so tired. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I wish peace on everybody. I wish health for everyone in your families. Remember to hug someone, tell them you love them, and appreciate the small things. All right? God bless you. This is part 2. Take care. Bye-bye.